The weather is heating up and so are these players on the chase card here at the 2025 Open at Tallahassee. We are back here at Tom Brown Park for the final 9 holes here on moving day. And we've already seen some movement here back in the booth. It is Felix Vega joined by Dillon Deal. Grady on a heater already.
An absolute heater. What was that, 6 down on the front 9?
6
I think
to
it's
9.
safe to say he's moving.
Yeah, he is pushing up that leaderboard, and let's take a look at that leaderboard now and see what's going on. You see Grady there already in second place. Bradley Williams also lighting it up on the lead card. Albert Tom holding on. Joseph Anderson, Jake Mon. Lots of action, lots of scoring, especially on this back 9, and we're going to start it off with hole 10.
Hole 10, par 3, 375 feet. Really just want to go straight all the way up until this big tree right in the middle. That's your decision maker tree. You want to go left or you want to flex it around to the right. The locals say go right. I'll take their word for it. I can't get it that far. You want to get the skip up to this green, avoid some of those last guardians, and make your birdie putt.
Yeah, this one playing just slightly under par at .08, so 2.92 average.
Yeah, kind of to be expected. I feel like it's tough to make birdie, but also kind of tough to make bogey.
Yeah. Grady's trying to get that right side gap and squeaks through and gets some bounce towards the actual green. That was a fun one.
Yeah, that was a great shot. No flex necessary.
Get off of it. And get off of it. What just happened?
That's 3 points, guys.
He split that tree. Oh my word. Well, that's a first. I've seen so many people hit that tree this weekend and ricochet left, right, or kind of clunk around and drop. I've never seen somebody go through it.
I really liked the line. If you just hadn't hit those big, thick magnolia leaves, you probably would have gotten another 20, 30 feet out of that.
Looking
Get off.
Push the right side, and he gets around it too. Oh, late kick there, but pretty good overall result. Tony Moe looks like he's got the uphill bid left.
Yeah, everyone's kind of got the same distance left here.
Falling off to the right side there.
Something to contend with, but just hasn't looked like the putter has been confident for him all day. There you go.
Way to take advantage of a break there and capitalize and take that birdie. Oh, Grady holding on that left side for the birdie himself.
He's gotten that a couple times today.
Getting par. Tony's going to have some awkward footing here up against the tree.
Yeah, I think it'd be worse if he was Albert Tom wearing like a size 14. I think we're good on this one.
Knocking it home. All right, no harm, no foul, no red to start the back 9. Hole 11, 415-foot par 3, playing .18 above par. These guys are looking to take a left to right moving shot, be it a turnover or a forehand. Get it right around this area here before you start banking over to the right-hand side. Low, stable drives can kind of get you that flare skip and put you inside the circle. Really tough ask for a right-handed backhand to get all the way down there. You're almost just playing a straight shot and taking your 3.
Yeah, those last 2 trees short of the basket really like to gobble everybody up who's trying to get some ground play coming in. That'll leave you 20, 30 short real quick.
Oh, that's inside for Grady. He's going to be pinched off there. I asked him about that whole roller situation from round 1 and going across the street. He's like, yeah, maybe no rollers on that hole today.
Yeah, I think we learned from our mistakes, right?
Yeah. Jared looking good there.
Yeah. Great skip, and that skip ended up going a little bit forward too, not just straight right. Power backhand lefty play.
That looks great. Getting some finish. If you get some skip down towards the green, we'll see. It doesn't look like you got too much flair.
Not as much as Jared. That's the good forehand line.
We cut it inside.
Some
There's the
more.
flare.
Oh, yeah.
Nicely done.
Way down there.
I'm enjoying watching Gavin's game. It's like he said, this is his first time on coverage, and a lot of the shots look very refined and effortless for the most part. Really slow, deliberate run up. Just this comes flying out of his hand in both directions.
Yeah, it looks like he's really in tune with his game. Just something might have been just a little bit off today.
Yeah. Floaty jumpers.
Yeah.
That sits down close enough there to leave a relatively simple cleanup for Tony.
You're happy with that bid from there, though. It was about 65 feet or so.
Grady way inside here.
Yeah, just couldn't get out of the thickness for 2 shots, and that's what you get with.
This is birdie for Jared here.
Yes, it is. So you see that flare skip.
Nice.
Really helped, and now here we are. It's like a whole different round here. For
Seriously,
Jared already.
yeah. Big rebound from hole 8 for Jared there. Good putt.
Yeah. And you almost knew that one was going to be a birdie out of his hand.
Yeah. Tony Moe dropping in his par. And Grady, unfortunately, after being in all that thick stuff, will have to settle for the bogey.
Is that first red number of the day?
For Grady, I believe so.
I think it is.
Whoa, what's that? Yeah. Zach, I hit a lefty chicken wing.
Hole 12, par 4, 690 feet coming through this gap below ceiling. To start into this wide open downhill rolling field, you want to land about here, or if you're a real big thrower here, to have good footing for your approach shot. Otherwise you're on a down or upslope messing with you. Tight green with OB long and left, and just some nasty stuff down the hill to the right. You don't want to roll down there.
Yeah, also add to the fact that it is Saturday in Florida on a beautiful day, and this park is busy, and this area here gets busy too, so lots of distractions on your second shot. That is turned over and getting right in a hurry.
Yeah, we did have the luxury of this nice police officer blocking the traffic for us, so
Yeah.
I didn't have to stop and wait like on some other holes. Big shout out to everybody that's volunteered this week and helped out.
Get a skip. He does.
Oh yeah.
Again, it looks, his timing is fantastic, and it just looks like there's very little effort.
I think he gets a ton of spin on it.
Yeah, it's looking like it. Tony throwing a stable disc on Anheuser forehand, wanting that fight back. It looks like he got it.
Unfamiliar territory at the back of the box here for Grady.
Yeah.
Clipping just a little bit, but not killing it.
A little further left than maybe you want to be.
I think than he wanted, but not out of bounds. No harm, no foul yet.
Yeah, we've seen people be over there and still get up and down for the birdie, but it takes a pretty difficult shot to do it. This looks great for Jared.
That looked like that soft justice again. Maybe that little bit of Annie he gave it was all it needed to go straight.
Is Grady looking up over the top here?
Yes.
Oh boy.
And it did not get over the top.
No. Oh, there it is. Okay, not a terrible result. He should still have the tunnel to get up and down for the par.
Yeah. He's actually in front of the tree, so the tunnel really shouldn't even be a factor. Finish.
Oh, getting straight skip right into the air. Didn't get moving left, unfortunately. I've seen a couple of players kind of be right where Gavin is this weekend and have to kind of navigate this tight gap between that tree and that fence. Oh, he goes around it the wide way.
I guess when you get as much spin on it as he does, you can kind of rely on the flare skip.
Okay. Grady chipping up with the forehand. Looks like it's settled nicely.
With as smooth as he is with those putter backhands, I was surprised with the forehand option there.
I know he leans on that Berg a lot for those little floaty kind of forehand shots around the basket. Great putt, Jared. He's a new man on this back nine.
Oh, yeah. The turkey, it's like it never even happened earlier.
Yeah. This is more of what I've seen from him on the Pro Tour.
See if Gavin can make a long-ish putt here. His skip went straight up.
Just a touch low. He kind of has a low release on his putt and putting uphill. Just didn't quite make the adjustment. Good par there for Tony Moe. That one in for the par, and Grady will have a par tap in left as well. Before we move on to a pretty big par 5. And here it is, hole 13, par 5, 910 feet. In the wind, this one could be difficult, but on a day like today, I would expect these guys to be able to just be all over this hole. Big drive here to get you somewhere in this area. Second shot here is just going to come out into the field. No real OB to kind of deal with. The left side roadway is about it. Navigating this big tree here overhanging the green is your last obstacle to get up and down here for the birdie. You can even see some eagle looks on a day like today.
Yeah, I think ideally you're going to want to come into the left side of that last tree as your ceiling is a little bit higher.
Drifting out to the left, and that opens up that kind of Anheuser turnover power flex shot from the left side.
Yeah, we saw the distance he got on the first par 5, and I don't think he was happy with not getting a full flight out of that one.
Yeah. There's some arm speed and some snap for Gavin.
The sound that made coming out of his hand.
Oh, and he's up there past the second tier.
Yeah, he's gonna like that spot. Flat run up.
Tony Moe driving this one straight. Can it get that flare skip up to the top? Close enough. That'll help with the footing for sure. And Grady putting a move on this one as well. And he's going to be up on that third tier.
Yeah. I think he wanted just a few more feet to have a flat run up.
The flatter, the better on this one. Tony, left side.
You really played me on the camera there. It looked like he was going to throw right and then he threw left and whoa. And that is ripped.
Eyeing the skip. Wow. No shortage of power on that one.
And here you can see why Grady might have wanted those extra few feet.
Yeah. Bradley Williams was on a similar spot. He was on the downslope, so having to run down to then throw up. Grady makes the best of it there. A little bit low. It's really hard to commit the nose angle with a low ceiling, throwing when you're running downhill and then throwing uphill. There's just so many calculations you have to make there.
And here was Gavin just probably 6 feet in front of where Grady was.
Misses that. Oh, he's got a strong forehand too. He's got all the tools.
I was a little surprised he didn't go backhand with how far that one just went, but if it works, it works. I'm just watching.
Yeah. Tony Moe with a beautiful forehand approaching the green there.
Yeah, it was a circle's edge look.
Grady lining up his third shot here. Looks like he's got the... Can't tell if that's the Berg. Whatever it is, it's slow. It hits a tree, but I think he's still going to be okay there.
That was the kick he was asking for.
Jared low, wanting some skip back over, getting it.
Yep.
And checks up before the OB.
Gavin looking to recreate that same shot. Buttery smooth.
Mm-hmm.
I always love when the disc just glides on the ground like that.
Come on, Tony. A little left side that time, unfortunately.
I think our pickleballers in the background were a little distraction.
Yeah, this is another busy area of the park. You've got the tennis courts and the pickleball going on, and those courts were packed, like, all day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Do you people have jobs?
Jared taking his meter in and dropping in the birdie. Gavin looking to do the same. Make it easy work of this one. With the distance they have, I would expect nothing less.
Hole 14, another long, most slightly longer par 3, coming in at 375 feet. You can take this straight gap that the drone is flying right now and try to avoid these trees on the left for the green. Lots of room to swing one out wide. Then there's also the lefty hyzer or righty forehand hyzer gap out to the left that you might see a select man take from this card today.
Jared looks like he's opting for that forehand line. It does bring the OB into play because you're kind of flying over OB the majority of the flight here. That's a little inside and tight. Oh no. Okay.
Safe. A little lucky.
Oof.
And going over the road with that shot too. Bringing some cars into play.
Yeah.
They were coming in.
Oh, that's high. And safe, but pretty much takes birdie out of play, barring something pretty special.
We saw some long bids from him earlier. Wouldn't count it out yet. And
Grady immediately looked over.
Got razzed.
Yeah.
But still ended up being a good shot. Did not swing it as wide as he wanted to. Gonna end up by...
Whoa, that's a lot of skip.
And some roll.
Wow.
Should all be easy threes from where our guys are, though. As long as we don't do anything silly.
Yep. Good approach there for Mr. Stoll. Gavin having to navigate really the only two trees on this fairway.
Just a smooth berg.
Nicely done. Tony chipping up a long bid. Okay, floaty. Drops in nicely, though.
That's how you keep them close.
Yeah. Grady trying to still cash in a birdie here.
Yeah, despite being shouted at almost.
Oh, yeah. Strong, clean putt, center.
You gave him a look back just to let him know.
Yeah. Now go over there and take their pickleballs away.
I still made this birdie.
I don't know if Grady plays pickleball. It seems like everybody on the Pro Tour plays pickleball, but I don't know if I've ever seen Grady out there pickling it up.
Maybe you should join the guys out there tomorrow.
I know the Lens twins are all about it. You see them on Instagram playing pickleball all the time. They're out here competing as well. Wouldn't be surprised if they got out and played some pickleball after their round.
I think I'd be more interested in the RC course.
Oh, it is. Yeah, there's so much happening out here. Hole 15, a par 3, 455 feet, and the more I see this hole, the more it's becoming one of my favorites on this track. Just a very subtle drifting shot if you're a righty or a lefty. Up this tunnel, you've got the low ceiling left and right. It forces you to throw a pure shot. You can kind of bail out towards the end here, either left or right, and still give yourself a look. Really anything 45, even 50 is a legitimate great shot on this hole. It just demands a lot out of you.
Yeah, it is a real specific shot shape for this, and this just feels like a Florida hole.
Yeah.
The low hanging branches and the moss.
Yeah. It's a beauty, and it when you execute it right, you feel really good about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Just hold. Oh, it's drifting. Oh, that last one gets it. Fortunately, knocks it straight down. Oh, is he going over the top?
Over the top. And
wow. There goes.
Goodbye.
Coming
there it
down.
is. Camera
Camera doesn't like what's happening. but I like the shot overall. We'll see where he ended up.
It ended up in the middle. It's a little short, though.
Okay.
He said, I didn't quite have the tailwind to get there today.
Oh, that's pulled over, unfortunately. Oh, and he gets the bad kick.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's still going. Okay, he might be far enough right where it just opens up the approach.
Lefty backhand still.
Get some turn.
Come on.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
It was close.
It was. I wanted to see it. The lefty shot on this hole, if you're throwing the backhand, is just so pretty to watch. Got to see Nathan Queen do it round one.
From way out there.
Ooh.
Opened up, but I guess the ceiling was still a little low to go to a knee from that wide open.
But he's pretty much pinned it. That was a great shot.
Yeah.
Grady, there's that Softberg forehand approach that we talked about. Very comfortable with that shot.
So he's about 60, 70 here.
Good honest effort there. Grady to save his par. He will do so. Putting the alpaca in the basket.
And now we're just cleaning up. And by this point, we were sweating.
Yeah, it is hot.
We were getting ready.
This the afternoon heat came quickly today, and it's supposed to be even a little bit warmer tomorrow. So I wore long pants, and I regretted it about 3 holes in. So tomorrow will be shorts day for sure.
Yeah, it's a nice surprise coming down from snow for me.
Oh yeah.
Hole 16, par 3, 345 feet. Mandatory left on this first tree here to keep you from making it easy, but we're going with a wide hyzer. So now it's like playing a woods hole again. Let's go straight up the gut, something straight to slightly overstable, mid-range for these guys. Looking at, maybe a buzz, a justice, something in that range. Miss that last big tree to the left, and you're home free.
Saw Grady throw the quake on this hole during round 1.
I think it resulted in a birdie in round 1, so no switch up in the play here.
Yep, same disc.
I love the Midnight Flyer stand.
I love this flight. Yes, sir. Right by that last big tree there. Is that a harp?
I couldn't tell. He pulled this orange mid out a few times today.
Okay.
I didn't. That flight made me think it wasn't a harp. It didn't seem as stable as others.
Well, as fast as he's throwing it may not fly as stable.
Yeah, for real.
Fairway here for Gavin. Ooh, I love this. Keep drifting. Oh, man. Okay, but he gets the friendly roll out.
Yep. About halfway there in my head, I was thinking, go in.
Tony stable.
Yeah.
But
a little cut roll.
Yeah, a little too low, a little too forced over.
Kind of similar to what Jamie did yesterday. Just too much flex.
Get in. Just left there.
This is his
third?
yes.
Okay.
Good catch there.
Yeah.
He snuck up on me.
Tony plays fast. We had him on coverage somewhere before. I can't quite remember. I remember him being quick to the draw. Some guys are like that. Like, whether you're on camera or not, they're there to play their game, and that's the way it should be. We should never slow down anybody that's playing. It's our job to catch the shot. If we miss it, we miss it.
Yep, that's right. And Gavin, I saw you looking back for me a couple times. Don't do that. Just play your game, man.
Nice birdie there for Gavin.
I should have asked him what his little chalk sack was. It was
There's just
better
so many,
than some of the others.
Yeah, there's so many different variations. It's always cool to see how different companies kind of approach that product. Speaking of which, we have Ace from Pro Dryv Bagz, so check them out at dryvbags.com. We may still have some physically on us as well if you see us out at any events.
If you see us anywhere, be sure to pop by and say hey.
Yeah, absolutely. We always love mixing it up with fellow disc golfers out there. I think we have one putt left here.
Yeah, we're getting there. I see him right
There
there.
he is.
Easy peasy.
Good par there. One you want to get no worse than a par because you've got kind of 2 doozies coming up.
Yeah.
Especially hole 17 here. 385 feet. Very specific, slightly uphill shot through this tunnel here, and it kind of pinches at different points here. Right around here starts to pinch. You want to get your disc traveling as straight as you can. This last big tree that the drone is coming up here on the right is kind of your turning point. You want your disc to naturally start fading back on over to the left-hand side. But really a straight shot gets you a long look at this one. No need to try to overdo it.
Yeah, I'm just personally still really wanting someone to park this hole. That would just be so pure. We had a little bit of a backup.
That's happened every day on this hole. There's always a backup because it's a daunting one.
I think we were all happy to catch a breather for a couple minutes.
That looked like an FD maybe from Grady.
Yeah, I think he had a couple in the bag. It looks like a really good shot.
Yeah.
Like.
Let's see what Gavin's got going here. I haven't seen him throw that disc yet today. Ooh.
Very smooth.
Beauty.
Just held that line. Pushing fade. You always love some pushing fade.
Jared lining up the backhand himself. You know it's a backhand hole if he's going backhand. Okay.
That did get some ground action. It slid up a little bit.
Okay. Pure the line. All 3 of these guys are hitting the gap. Tony, much tougher lefty line. Looking for some drift. Got a bunch of it.
I think that's my preferred shot shape for the hole.
The lefty backhand?
Yeah, well, I like going the righty forehand.
Okay.
Same shot.
Yeah.
Just, I think it gets you to pure the whole lane more and then finish towards the basket.
Yeah, but just
instead of having to push the back edge a little bit.
Requires quite a bit of power, though, if you're going that angle. Oh, good bid there for Jared.
Yeah, that one was almost... Oh.
What?
Yeah, someone drove by and yelled, "You suck."
Okay. Mean. Show him you don't suck, Grady. Oh. He was right. Oh, Grady.
Oh, man.
I love you, bud. You're awesome.
You can laugh about that when you're 9 down.
Yeah. He was right. Oh, man, that's so good. So was that birdie by Gavin. That was really good.
Yeah, that was nice. That was pure.
Getting him the 4 down for the day. Grady will take his par and take his 9 down over a hole 18 and try to make it double digits, which was the high mark for our co-leaders after round 1. So Grady trying to match.
On to our final hole here at Tom Brown Park, hole 18, par 4, coming in at 805 feet. You want to get through this initial low ceiling first gap and miss that tree on your drive. If you can do that, you're pretty home free for the drive until you have to deal with these low hanging branches and other gaps on your approach shot, and it's long. It feels like every bit of 400 if you hit that last tree on your drive, all to end up at this elevated basket.
Yeah, and then you're home free putting into this elevator.
Yeah, exactly.
With wind. So you're home free 3 times and you're never home free.
It's a sweet sigh of relief on the last tree miss, and then one more last tree miss, and then one more when it goes in. And this gets the sigh of relief there.
Oh my.
And more.
That looked perfect.
It was incredible, and it slid forward and left more on the ground.
A little too much turn. Okay, doesn't quite cut roll, so it sits relatively in the middle. He'll have a couple different options on which gap he wants to attack.
With the power forehand, but
That
just
looks a
leaking
little
a little
high.
high. Yep. Out of the same shot. Sneaks under it though.
Got the height right and gets some skip and is rewarded for a good drive there. I kind of want to see Jared go over the top of the big overhand on the second shot, but he looked like he maybe had that low ceiling above him where he was. This got a lot of ground play and a lot of distance.
Yeah, give himself a long circle 2 look from there.
Grady pushing this right side. Oh my goodness. Oh no, and the backwards roll.
Yeah, the angle that was on, the way that was going,
Jeez.
it might would have hit the base of the pyramid if it weren't for that tree. I think this left gap is better suited to get into the green.
We've seen the players that kind of shoot for that left gap or finish left on their drive and then have the added bonus of being able to take that left side, have had a clearer path to get up and down.
And he's got a mid-range into this basket.
This is crazy.
Boink.
Oh my gosh, that is so good.
Yeah, that was the best drive I've seen this hole yet.
No jump putt there for Grady, so unfortunately he will not get to 10 down, as that will be what he has left for his par. Come on, Tony. Good height.
Yeah, he seems to have perfected the long bid, keep it close deal.
Yeah, that looks low for Jared. And that's quite a bit of meat. You don't want that comebacker.
Yeah, something to think about. A little nervy here.
At least it's not quite windy here. Really, this is the calmest this green has been all week, and he nails that comebacker.
That was clutch to keep the clean back nine.
Yeah, really a story of two halves for Jared on this round. Really kept it clean on the back, kept his composure, got settled in, and we got to see more of the Jared Stoll that we're used to seeing. Grady sizzling 9 down out here at Tom Brown.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, he's got the only bogey of our card on the back.
Par there for Tony Moe to finish out his day.
And
Gavin, a 4 down round. Looking to make it 5.
played this hole so clean. Finished the day with a turkey.
Yeah, impressive. First time seeing him on camera. Really glad I got to see his game. I like what I see. Let's take a look at our card recap here. Grady Shue lighting it up. 9 down for the round, putting him to 14 down overall, and that's going to be good enough to put him in second place heading into the final day. Bradley Williams also a scorcher out there. There you see the lead and chase card. We'll have coverage of both of those cards for the final day. It has been a lot of fun out here. It's supposed to be beautiful weather tomorrow, really attackable conditions. Grady looking to move up on Bradley. Albert, Tom still in the mix. A lot going on, so make sure you check out the final round coming your way. Big thank you to all the supporters, all the spotters, all the volunteers that make this event possible. Check us out on all of our socials at AceRunPro. Check us out on our Patreon at patreon.com/AceRunPro to support coverage like this throughout the entire 2025 season. Dillon, thanks for joining me, man. This has been fun. Appreciate you grabbing the camera and getting this chase card action. We've got one more day to do it. You up for it?
Yeah, man, of course. Nothing like being out there with the guys, watching some disc golf, man. And if y'all gonna have me out here in Florida in nice weather, who am I gonna complain?
We'll see you here for the final round.